Oh, does it actually sound kind of good? That's good to know. This might actually be when I divided up the dough, one of them had a bit less than the others, and I'm starting to think that might be this one. But I'll get there eventually. It'll be thinner than I like it to be, but it'll be there. Let's get a proper filling. As far as I'm aware, you can't really overflour pastry dough. Well, I mean, within reason. Oh, hey, Owen. How's your evening going? It was good to see you, buddy. I'm just obliterating some dough with a rolling pin. That might be what my forte ends up being, just ASMR with various kitchen things. Because multiple people have said that. All right, now since it's not perfectly round, we're probably about there. And if there are any spots that don't perfectly cover it, I can take like a corner off and patch it up in that blank spot, and it'll be just fine. Yep, that's just about exactly how I want it. So, let's get some of this scrap flour. Flour this up again. Now, hopefully I floured the counter enough that it won't stick when I peel it up. But we'll see. We will see. So, classic trick. Get it onto the rolling pin, and then I can feel it sticking. Got just a bit too warm. You want to get it on the rolling pin and then kind of roll it up. That a bench scraper. That would help immensely. Yeah, underneath this dough, it's very wet. The flour got absorbed, but it's coming up pretty well. So I'm just kind of rolling up onto the pin. Not doing an amazing job of it, because that dough is sticking a ton. So, not ideal, but we got it off the thing. That's all I care about. And then unroll over the pie plate. Good enough. This isn't the Great British Bake Off or anything, so I am all right with how this came out, because it did come out pretty well. And then kind of like lift and tuck the pie into the bottom of the pie pan. You don't want to just like press down because it'll stretch it. So if you lift and kind of let it fall, you'll get it down there evenly. It's Doozy. How are you doing, Doozy? Aside from lamenting your lack of ASMR. I've enjoyed some of the videos, like there's a woodworking one that was nice. I don't know if I've ever actually had that specific feeling though, either. All right, paring knife around the edge. And remember when I was talking about patching up stuff, I've got like a little blank spot here, a little blank spot there. So I'll just cut around the edge of this pie plate. And then this excess, I can just kind of drape and press in. And there you go. What gap? I don't see a gap. It doesn't stay in there perfectly, but once it bakes, it'll fuse pretty well. Yo, grilled cheese. I haven't had a grilled cheese in so long. Just a bit more, okay, like a lot more excess to trim off. You know, some pies you have to blind bake, aka bake this part and then fill it and then bake the whole thing. Not with this though. This I'll just dump the filling in here and bake it all together once. Normally you blind bake if it's a filling that's gonna like leak. It's either very wet and it cooks slower than the pie, or faster. Yeah. If it's very wet and it cooks, especially if it cooks faster than the pie crust, then you want to give the pie crust a head start. I'm wondering if I should bother crimping. I'll try crimping. I haven't done it in a long time. I'll give like a mini crimp around the edge. And what I'm doing is just like, I put 2 fingers like this on the edge, and then I just push the dough into them. And then I just move my fingers a bit and push and move and push. And that gives the classic crimp look that you see on every pie ever. But here, it looks rather imperfect, which is how you know it's homemade.